So, as many of you know, I'm a writer, but I mean, like, I actually get paid to write. I got my start in journalism, but I'm moving soon, and so I'm offering commissions for basically anything. Major shout outs to anyone who's commissioned me, by the way. Every bit of money helps. Anyway, some dude comes and asks me, how much for a fantasy story? And I give him my per word rate. And then he asks, okay, what about fantasy race descriptions? What if you were like to describe a fantasy race in a role playing game? And I gave him my per word rate. And he got upset. He was like, how could they cost the same thing? Because I'm writing the same amount of words. Look, I don't have an ounce of visual art talent in my body. But I feel the struggle because I see visual artists out there always being nickel and dimed anytime someone tries to pay them for a commission. And it fucking sucks. You set your rates to what it's worth it for you to do something. And my rates slide. Basically, the more words you want me to write, the cheaper it is per word to write that on my scale. Because, you guarantee me more work, I'm going to work for a little bit cheaper because I have that guarantee. But then I get the thing where people are like, why is writing 500 words this much per word, but writing 4,000 words so much cheaper? And it's because you're guaranteeing me extra work. But the weirdest thing that happens when I take commissions is people try to take a commission and then use that as an excuse to try and get writing advice or something like that from me. They will walk me through all the details of a story and then they'll say, no, let's walk through another detailed story or whatever. And I can tell they're just taking notes. And if they do that once, I'll be like, okay, maybe they just don't know. But if they do it a second time, I'll be like, all right, here's the deal. Either we're writing that story or you're not getting a commission. I'm very happy that I could get this work because it has a very good return rate on it. It's a really great way to make ends meet when there are a lot of bills for something like moving. But the general attitude of people trying to nickel and dime artists, it's so frustrating. And I know I'm just writing, I'm not drawing, but I'm feeling the same thing. It's really simple. You either want to pay the rate or you don't. That's the only decision you have to make.